everyone, Chainsaw Gears 12 here with my 7th episode of Weekly Metal Topic. And as you can read above, this topic is about remembering the people that we've lost in the metal music world. And some of these people on this topic, or this list, is not going to be this metal genre, but they've influenced a lot of people that do play metal, so I think that I should include them. And as of right now, this is the first of a second part series, so episode 8 will be part 2. But if the list gets longer and I decide to add more people in, it might be a 3-part series, little mini-series within the series. And if that's the case, I will make sure by episode 8, next Friday's video, that I will let you guys know if it's going to be the ending of that one or it's going to continue on to episode 9. So I'll figure that out. But basically, guys, it's not really like a top, like, you know, who we're going to miss the most. It's more of just recognizing people in metal and just talking about how they've inspired everybody else in their way of playing and how they stand out amongst other people in the type of playing that they do. So, first of all, I'm going to start off with this guy, because this list would not be complete without this man right here. Yes, Mr. Dimebag Darrell. And like I said, this list would not be complete without him, because he is remembered every single day since the day of his death. And his style of playing is so unique and so different from other guitars. Like, you really listen and you really catch what he's trying to play. Especially with his solos, they're like so... like, they were so ahead of their time when he was playing them. It was like a whole different type of playing, and you're starting to see that now in the newer bands that are coming out from, they've been inspired by Pantera and especially Dimebag, but Dimebag's playing was just a wonder to see. It was very unique to watch and listen to, especially his solos, like I've said. But his solo on the song Floods is very unique, and you could tell that he had soul in his music, and it really shows on that song. But as everybody knows, the most famous song from Pantera is Walk, and that riff is probably one of the easiest riffs ever written, but he made it sound so epic. I think that's what makes you a good guitar player. If you can write something so simple, but yet make it sound so epic and everybody loves it and people will just want to play it and get inspired to play music, then I think you've done a great job. So, rest in peace, Dimebag Darrell.
There's a man going round taking names, and he decides who to free and who to blame.
Yes, you saw correctly. I had to throw in Johnny Cash only because I've done some research and I've found out that some guitarists and some bassists, but mainly guitarists that I've read about, have said that one of their influences was Johnny Cash. And it makes a lot of sense, because he wrote a lot of music in his time when he was playing, of course, and a lot of his music is just, it sounds inspirational, and sometimes I get inspired to write music, but it's not metal, but people take that and listen to him and listen to the soul he put into his music with his lyrics and his guitar playing, and really just evolve that. So I can see some metal bands writing their ballads of albums and finding inspiration from Johnny Cash, because some of his songs were really just caught you in a way. And so he's not really metal, and that's one of the people that I said that wasn't going to be metal that would be on this list, but I'd have to give some props to Johnny Cash. He was a great inspiration. Peter Steele from Typo Negative. And I listen to some of their songs, and they're really catchy to me, and to know that he was a major composer of all their songs, and Typo Negative was really had an impression. I'm like, wow. And just to listen to, you know, the songs that I love to listen to by them, the vocals are really catchy, and if you're a fan of Typo Negative, you know he did also play bass. And it's sad to see that he had to die so young. I mean, the band could have went on for about, I would say, 15 or more years if they wanted to keep writing music. And it's sad to see that he had to die of heart failure, and he was sober, and he was getting himself clean, and he was, you know, doing better. And then, out of the blue, it just happened. And what really got an impression on me by him was his vocals and the style of the way he played and the way he wrote the music. It really stood out. So hopefully your music will live on and through the ages like it should.
You know it always brings me down.
Ronnie James Dio, the creator of the devil horns that you see in all concerts. He came up with it. Well, the story goes that his grandmother taught him that, but even if that's true, it does not matter. He brought the world of metal this. He brought that. It's a big game changer just by a hand signal. But he's more than that. He's looked upon as probably the greatest metal vocalist, or one of the greatest metal vocalists of all time. And as everybody knows, he replaced Ozzy Osbourne in Black Sabbath, and then he went on to make the band Heaven and Hell. And it's really sad to see a guy who has made that much of a change in metal music pass on, and I really didn't expect it to happen when it did. He was supposed to be at the headlining shows with the Big Four back in 2010, and as we all know, he didn't make it. And a lot of people wanted to boycott his funeral, and it's really sad to see people that just have that much hate towards one man. You know, everybody looked at him as, some people thought he was the devil, some people said that he was the Antichrist. It's really sad, because he's none of that. He was a man like all of us, but he really made an impression on a lot of people. And I wish, you know, all of his family the best of luck, and I hope that his music that he has written and been thrown down into the history of metal to go on and live on through him, and for people of all ages and people that are not even of this world yet will listen to him and really be inspired by his vocals and the way he wrote music and the way he did live shows. And I don't care if I messed up in this whole video of anybody else. I don't care if I've stuttered or missaid some words. It does not matter. What matters is that we need to remember these people for who they were and what they did for music. Because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have changes and we wouldn't have these great, great people. Alright everyone, this is the end of this video. Part 2 will be on next Friday. Make sure you comment down below and let me know about your thoughts on the people that I talked about today. Let me know how they might have inspired you to write music or have made you appreciate them more when you listen to them. So make sure you do that. Comment down below. Let me know what other people you would like for me to talk about. I have some ideas for next week's video, but if there's more people, I'd like to throw them in, of course, and hopefully if I get enough people, there might be a part 3. But part 2 is next week. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, throw around this video, and tell people to check me out and, you know, have this discussion. I really want people to come and discuss this. This is a really important thing to talk about, the people that have really inspired and changed the way we listen to music. So make sure you pass this video around, and I will see you guys next week.